Hello guys, what's up? My name is Taylor, and this is the video where some of these videos where I'm just gonna talk about stuff that's on my mind, because like I said before on the channel, I am a person with a lot of things on my mind, and I just want to talk to them because I want to get your guys, the people of the internet who are watching this video, if they ever stumble upon this video, I want to get the information and your opinion from you guys. And if you guys know anything that I don't know, then I would like to know that as well. So the reason why I'm making this video, it's kind of like a little, if you guys ever seen the Legit Survival Series video, which is a Minecraft survival series that I was trying to do, where I also wanted to talk about stuff like going on and stuff that's on my mind, because I want to get people's opinions and intel about it. But I also realized that just sitting in a screen, anyway, I really don't like the angle of this, just sitting in front of a screen and just me talking about it, when A, I don't have the most exciting voice, B, I'm not exciting in any way, and C, like, again, just someone sitting in front of here and like not doing anything and just talking about stuff is not the most exciting video in the world. But I still wanted to get people's intel about that. And also with the Learning with Taylor video, I also want to learn more, like whether it's just stuff that I don't know, whether it's stuff I don't know, whether it's to expand knowledge of stuff I already know. It's just like I want to learn about this stuff. So with these videos, I'm hoping that whoever watches this, if you do know information that I don't know about whatever I'm talking about, please comment down below, because I really want to learn. I want to stop being so ignorant about everything. And thank you so much. And also, before I start, I'm not sponsored by Fremont. My grandparents just came home from a Las Vegas trip. They buy me hats. I had a video before where I wore a Las Vegas hat. I think it was like just a generic Las Vegas hat maybe. But like, just know, Fremont, I'm not sponsored with you. I'm not, and viewers, I'm not sponsored by them or advertising or promoting anything. I'm just wearing the hat. I'm just wearing the hat, a gift that my grandparents gave me. I'm just wearing that. Okay? Alright. So with this video, I wanted to talk about an anime that I just watched the newest episode released just an hour ago, Yugioh Arc V or Yugioh Arc V, whichever way you want to look at it. But I want to talk about Yugioh Arc V because honestly, it is such an amazing anime. And just before I get starting into this, note that there might be some spoilers. I'm not sponsored. I'm not putting down or promoting or advertising whoever made the company, whoever made Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V. I just want to talk about my feelings and get intel from anyone who knows about this stuff, because it is a great anime. Honestly, it is one of the animes that I'm currently watching where I have this feeling of being so excited for the next week to come around and new episodes to be coming out, because I'm so enthralled in the story that it's one of the most like amazing, written out, well thought out stories that I've seen for Yu-Gi-Oh series in like a long time, where it's not so convoluted and it's not so simple, but it has like so many different roads to go along. And what I mean by that is that you have Yuya Sakaki, and then it's like, oh, there's a tournament, and he wants to be the best entertainment duelist in the world, and he's gonna try and win the tournament to be this great duelist that his dad was. And then suddenly, out of the blue, the fusion dimension starts being introduced, and you have Shun and Yuto coming in from the Xyz dimension, who want to stop the fusion dimension users because they invaded the Xyz dimension home. So then you have Yuto and Shun coming into the standard dimension, and then Yuya and his friends meet up with them. And then suddenly, out of the blue, Yugioh from the synchro dimension comes out, and he fights Yuto, and then Yuto is destroyed or incapacitated or eviscerated or something, and gets absorbed into Yuya's pendulum, or wherever Yuto was absorbed into Yuya. And then after that, then the Obelisk Force people come in, and then Serena is introduced, and then that one masculine looking dude that's went with Serena to the standard dimension is there. And then suddenly you get some exposition about Akabare Akabareji and his father, who is the leader of the fusion dimension and trying to unite the dimensions together to create this dimension, single dimension where he ruled. And then you have his brother, who is for some reason some soldier whatever. What is Beta? Like he's like a soldier, like one of those refugee kind of people. Like I have no idea. And then you have Dennis, who is a supposedly standard dimension duelist who turns out to be a worker for the fusion dimension. And then you have Yuri, who's the fusion version of Yuto and Yugioh, who's introduced to in the tournament in the standard dimension to capture Yuzu. And for some reason all the girls have these magical bracelets that like glow and like do stuff whenever one of the four guys come around, being Yuya, Yuto, Yugioh, and Yuri. And then Yuzu gets captured by well, she doesn't get captured. I think Yuzu is transported to synchro dimension by Yuto, I think that's how it went. And then after that, we find out that the tournament was just a way for Akabareji to recruit strong duelists to come with him through the dimensions, be Academia or Duel Academy, whichever one you prefer, and then fight the entire fusion dimension. And then they go to the synchro dimension, where suddenly you have the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's outlook again, where you have the tops being like the people from New Domino City, and then you have are they commons? Is it like tops and commons? I can't. Did the people who weren't tops have a name? I can't remember. If you remember, just post it down in the comments below. But then they are like the people from the satellite, and then Crow suddenly shows up out of the blue, and then suddenly Jack Atlas is the top duelist, the king of the entire city, which is the synchro dimension. And then there's the security guy who is apparently an old fusion duelist officer, whatever. And then now Yuya and his friends are traveling. Oh, okay, this is crushing my head. I'm sorry, that's crushing my head. And then Yuya and his friends are suddenly transported to the synchro dimension looking for Yuzu. And then they meet up with Crow and everyone else, and Shinji and everyone else. And then after, they get caught by security, and now they have to participate in a tournament because they need to prove to the governors or the prime ministers or whoever the five guys who run the city called. I can't remember the name. Again, post it down in the comments below. And then after that, they go through the tournament, and then the fusion dimension guys come, and then Sora comes back. And I totally forgot the whole series where Sora is discovered as a fusion duelist, and he becomes bad, and then he comes back to the synchro dimension and he becomes good, and he wants to save Yuzu. And then they all come. Then there's Yuri there, and then Dennis is revealed to be a fusion dimension to all of the main characters and whatnot. And then then the fusion dimension guys come, and then you got the masculine guy back again, and then they all duel each other, and then Yuto, Yuya, and Yuri duel, and then the dragon starts to act up, and then they have the glowing eyes where the crazy things happen, and they're all talking at the same time. And then after that, now they're in this Xyz dimension. Sorry for the voice shot. And then they find out that Academia duelists, fusion dimension duelists, are turning everyone into cards over there, even though they destroyed Heartland however ago. And then there's a resistance. And then you had these two characters that Sayaka and I can't remember the boy, the flaming headed boy, which I thought was gonna be Tori and Yuya's son, and daughter, which I'm so disappointed about. Can I just add, I thought that he was their son, and I'm so disappointed because the little girl has a little fairy card that Tori had, and then the guy has all the trained monsters that can't remember the girl's name from Zexo. I know it started with an A. I can't remember it for the life of me right now. But anyways, so then they meet them. And then Kite suddenly shows out of the blue. And then he has this new Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon. And then Yuya duels him. And then Shun tries to get Kite back. And then these two Fusion Dimension duelists come to the Xyz Dimension to stop Yuya and the other. And then Aster Phoenix comes out of the blue being like the head of the Xyz Dimension like mission, like whatever it's called. And then they duel the two girl tag team duelists, whatever they're called. And then Yuya duels Aster, and then suddenly they realize the power of friendship and entertainment dueling and having fun with dueling. And then suddenly they're all friends and they're all helping out to restore the Xyz Dimension and helping Yuya go and fight the Academia in the Fusion Dimension. And then he gets sent over to the Fusion Dimension. And in the Fusion Dimension, you see Alexis and Yuya's dad and Yuzu being in the Fusion Dimension instead of the Xyz Dimension. And then you get to hear about what happened between Yugioh and Aster. And then you find out that Yugioh Sakaki. Sorry that I'm just Japanese and I say the last name first before the first name. And then you have Yugioh Sakaki and his story about traveling through all of the dimensions and meeting everyone. And then you have Dennis who comes back and then just like turns people into cards. And then you have the Kung Fu guy from the tournament from the standard dimension come back, try to defeat Yuya. And then you have Kite, Gongizaka, Sawatari, Yuya, pretty sure that's all of them, going to the Fusion Dimension and stopping Dennis and trying to stop Academia. And then after like 20 episodes of not after Serena has been captured by Academia, you see Serena and you're like, and honestly I was like, yeah, Serena, she's back, we're gonna fight Academia and win. And then you found out she's a double crossing hearts backstabbing traitor who is being controlled by this weird white guy with cards who can control people's minds for like whatever reason. Like, I really hate that guy because then Kite and Yugioh and everyone else tried to go to Academia to save the three girls and save them from the mind controlling powers of cards that honestly for real, like when I heard like mind controlling and like this person in the Academia has the power to control people's minds and change their hearts to darkness, like I didn't expect a card of all things to change them, even though that was a thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and Zexo and all that. But still, like I thought it was gonna be like a giant machine or like something because it looked like Academia had all these machines and stuff. But anyways, then with this recent episode, and this is why I really wanted to talk about make this video and whatnot, because Kite and Yugioh make their way to Ruri and Rin. They defeat the Guardians at the towers. They rescue them, and then the biggest like punch in the heart, like right now I feel like my heart, like this was my heart in my hand. I feel like this is a dagger and it's being stabbed repeatedly in my heart because my emotions are so all over the place, because it turns out that Ruri and Rin, like Serena, have already been corrupted by this mind control card, by the creepiest, like honestly, if there are Google images about the guy in the anime in here, wait, let me just see real fast. Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V, episode 116. images. No, just the two guards. No, weird that a picture of Lock Horizon on it. But anyways, if you guys have time, watch the episode if you've already caught up with everything. Because literally the most creepiest guy in Yu-Gi-Oh history, honestly, he's the most creepiest guy in the Yu-Gi-Oh history, far from Yami Bakura, Yami Merrick, like literally like so many other people. I can't Sergey, like I can't think of anyone else at the moment, but he's the most creepiest guy. And then at the very end, Rin has like the creepiest smile. It's so twisted. It's so I just want to punch that white-haired guy in the face. Like literally, if I was in that anime, I would just like go up to him. I would just like punch him straight in the face, and like I don't give one heck. He is just an awful person. I just hate him. I just hate him. But besides me talking about basically what happens in the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V series episode so far, I just want to say that this is such a good anime, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts about the anime, whether they're good or bad, whatever. Because honestly, it's like I haven't had this feeling of wanting to wait 1 week for the next episode to come out of an anime of a show in a very long time. And it's just so amazing how like the story is just written out so well, and it's so amazing and whatnot. And you know what, it's just, that's all I can say. It's such an amazing anime. I look forward to watching it in the future. And it's, I have like, whenever it comes to great works like this, in my opinion, like there are just no words to say about it, because like it's so amazing. It's like everything about it is just like so amazing. Like sure, there are like some faults here and there and whatnot with like whatever, like you could say like the animation was bad, or like the plot line is bad or whatever. But honestly, I just think it's a really good anime. And just like leave your thoughts about the anime in below. Tell me information, like whatever you like if you know, like what's been bugging me with the series was the 4 guys and the 4 girls. I just don't know how to connect. Like if there was anything like in the anime already that has already been released with like information about like why they're connected and why they're needed for the Arc Area project, like please tell me, please comment down below with that information. But if not, like we'll just wait. We'll just all see what happens like any other anime. And also guys, I'm actually kind of like, I don't want to call it an addiction. I don't want to call it an addiction, but I'm just like watching through animes because like the deleted video before, I haven't really watched anime other than Shonen Jump and like dubbed anime like that was like shown on the TV. Sorry, the TV's over there, that's why I'm pointing to it. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, like Duel Masters and Beyblade. Like I haven't seen anime outside of that. So I've just been into like this huge binge watching fest of anime. And if you guys have any suggestions on any anime that you think is good, I prefer dubbed over sub, by the way. But if you think this, but like if the sub is good or whatever, if the sub is better or not, I'll give it a chance. But I do prefer dubbed over sub. But if you have any suggestions of animes that I should watch, or that sound good, or that you think are good, then please comment down below. And by the way, if I know Keenan, John, whoever already told me to watch Attack on Titan. No, I am not gonna watch Attack on Titan. Okay, please do not suggest anything that is gory. Gory, you can, if you need an example of a gory, Attack on Titan is gory. I can handle blood. I really don't want to handle. Gosh, my eyes got so squinty right there. I really don't wanna like see blood anime as much as possible. But if there is, then I'll just try to stomach it, whatever. But Attack on Titan is too far for me. Like, if it has any gore similar or more than Attack on Titan, please don't suggest that. Also, Parasyte, I'm just creeped out by those things. Like, I saw like like not the trailer, but like images online and like the Toonami commercials that come out, and it's like, it's just so creepy, man. It's just so creepy. So, and I do prefer kind of like, I do prefer all kind of genres of anime. It doesn't just have to be action based. It doesn't have to be whatever kind of based. Just like, just remember, if you're gonna suggest anime, just please don't be that gory. Attack on Titan and Parasyte are kind of the like borderline that I don't want to watch. I do prefer subbed over dub. So if there's like, also, if it's whatever anime it is, whether it's dubbed or subbed, try to not try to make sure, but if you're gonna suggest it, I hope that it's like completed, like there aren't any more episodes to it, because like I already have like this whole list of anime that I'm thinking of watching, but it's like, do I really want to watch it? Do I really not? Because it's just like there are some of my favorite voice actors in it, so I was thinking about that. But if you guys are suggesting anime, just okay. So here, sorry, took so long on this outro, but if you guys are gonna suggest anime, one, do not be as gory or more gory than Attack on Titan or Parasyte. Two, I'm okay with all anime genres. It doesn't just have to be action. It doesn't have to be like ecchi, whatever. Just suggest it to me. Three, try and see if it's completed, like as much as possible. If it's not completed and it's still good, I'll still watch it, because I'm still watching anime to this day. Like current anime that are going on in subversion that I kind of enjoy, like Yugioh Arc V and Food Wars. So yeah. And then four, okay, so, and four, the animes that I've already watched and are currently watching right now are Naruto Shippuden, One Piece, Sword Art Online 2, Inuyasha, Beyblade Metal Fusion, Beyblade Metal Masters, Beyblade Shogun Steel, whatever the other, like the newer Beyblade series, whatever they are, Bakugan Destroy, whatever it's, New Destroy, whatever it's called, Bakugan Daily Invaders, if that's the name, Bakugan Maintaining Surge, if that's what it's called, Avatar, Legend of Korra, Danganronpa. Like, I'm gonna talk about an anime soon, because I have so much to talk about that, more than this video. I know there's way more. Fairy Tail, watching Fairy Tail, Log Horizon 2, Is This a Zombie? Is This a Zombie? Is This a Zombie of the Dead? Nobunaga the Fool. My friend John just recommended it to me recently. It's a really good anime, honestly. And I think that's it. I'm trying to think of like animes that I was like thinking of watching, but then I actually watched. That might be it. Okay, so that's all the animes that I watched. If you can't remember, I'll just leave it in the, I'll just leave everything about the anime suggested in the description below. But thank you for listening to me talk to you guys for about like 20 minutes right now, and thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, goodbye.